Hi, this is Dean, Filipinos Retires Home. Welcome back. Thank you, my dear subscribers. I really appreciate everything you do for me and all those comments that you have, okay? I'm really inspired. Otherwise, here I am. I'm gonna talk to you about, it's a question, should I have um, built me like it's not really a temporary housing, bahay kubo, rather than building me a the concrete home. Sometimes I'm thinking about I should not have spent a lot of money um, on building a concrete house. I should have just settled to what I had already, a small house as well as a very temporary housing, and it's really bahay kubo. Okay, now the reason I was thinking about that because of what's going on in the whole world. It seems like so chaotic right now, right? Everybody is just having a lot of negative thoughts about going abroad and retiring abroad and so on and so forth. What can happen if we're gonna have still an economy that would support us? Really, it's a concern, but I'm not gonna really let that bother me so much, because if you're gonna have to go with the negativism in this world, really nothing but you cannot move forward, or else you're just gonna be depressed, right? So this is not the end of the world. It can happen again, or it might not even happen again, but we'll do it one day at a time. Live your life as if it is your beginning, correct? But anyway, that's my motto this time. Anyway, building a home in the Philippines is really very important, because you are gonna, if I'm gonna stay there like off and on for 20 years, supposedly, because I'm 61 right now, if I would be given 20 years lifespan, that's a lot of years that you will stay in your home. If I'm gonna go for a small house and a very temporary home and very unstable, which bahay kubo is very unstable, because it's made of lighter materials, but you can have it done in such a way that it would be more stable. So I'll correct myself about that. But the one I already had, I would say it's really, it's sturdy enough, but it's not probably gonna last for 20 more years. And if I'm gonna live there, I would be worried about the walls, the walls. Why? Because it's made of mamakan, and then it is lined with hardiplex inside, or some sort of plywood. I'm not really very comfortable with that. I'm not waiting for anybody to shoot me, but the bullets can go through there, or somebody can just basically break in without any problem, because it's so light of a material. But if I have a cement, at least it can protect me, right? And bars. So that's the reason why I said if I'm gonna go for a cement, it should not be also that small, because cement, I have to consider the ventilation. It is so hot, especially if you are in the tropics. It is very, very hot there, except if you have air conditioning, but you're not gonna have air conditioning all the time. That's probably an option for you anyway. If you can afford it, then put air conditioning there, which I'm intending to do. I'm gonna have air conditioning in each of the rooms, but basically open. The whole thing is open in the air during daytime. Um, Otherwise, I was also thinking, if I'm gonna get a smaller house, what if I will have company, my family? Where will I put them? Put them in a hotel? And I'm in the island, so that's really no sense, So I'll make a house that is comfortable enough, and will have enough rooms for my family and friends to stay in. So the house I built is a little bit bigger than what I was thinking, My husband was asking me later on because he really thought that I'm gonna build a very small house. And he said, "Where's that simple living now? What happened there?" I said, "Well, I think in the long run you would appreciate if you have enough room, especially when you get old and then you're gonna be in bed. You would like to have a room where you can have your wheelchair everywhere and drive around in the house." Basically, I'm thinking more about the long range plan, because if you're gonna be in the Bahay Kubo, you cannot really run around with your wheelchair there because it's so small. The one I have, the Bahay Kubo we have, is probably, I would say, 1,000 square feet, and that's really not enough because and the kitchen is so small. Everything in that Bahay Kubo is so small. It's really cute though because it has everything that I need, but it's just so small. But otherwise, that's why I decided upon myself. Of course, I asked my husband's approval. We'll build us a decent home, a decent size. Okay, so a decent size is 3 bedrooms, good size bedrooms, a living room, whatever you have in the Western world that you consider comfortable, not very big, okay, not too big, but a decent size where you can be comfortable. Otherwise, that's my thought today, and stay well and be safe. Bye bye. Thanks.